Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ava St. Clair. I'm your advisor for this session. We are starting off this session with Capricorn's read for the month of March 2024. And I'm going to give my cards a quick shuffle today. I am using, forget the name of this deck, just a black and white deck that I love very dearly. This is a lovely deck, and it's very clear. And I've been using a bunch of different decks, but it looks like there's something about Capricorn this month coming that needs clarity. So we will start, and I'll put the description down in the below about what deck this is. Spacing out. What's spacing out? What are you spacing out for? Let's see. What's up, Capricorn? Let's see what we got. Seven of Cups. Exactly right. Spacing out. And I think what this is coming from, or I feel what this is coming from, is distraction. I don't want to do what's in front of me, so I'm going to do everything and everybody else. Capricorn, what are you doing? Hold on. Let's see what your challenge is for the month of March. I'm going to do everything and everybody else. Lord, help me. Challenge. Oh, I see. Okay. So right your challenge here, you've got the Ten of Wands, right? Shoot. So because this is your challenge, you are overwhelmed, you are burnt out, you are overburdened. I can see how and why you'd want to distract yourself with everything else but what it is you're supposed to be concerning yourself with in this moment. I don't think that's a good idea, but let's read a little bit further. We're going to get the opportunity here for Capricorn. They said the opportunity is the advice. Shit. Okay, coming through in your own reading here, King of Pentacles, Capricorn. So the opportunity is the advice, but I can also get more advice. So I love this. This is the simplest and straightforward read. Capricorn. With this Ten of Wands here next to the King of Pentacles, what it is asking you to do is to take up the mantle or take up the helm. For some of you, this is family stuff, and it is a hot mess. Straight up, I'm not gonna lie. It's not fair to you that you need to be the one to take on this, especially I'm hearing something like this, one of you or a few of you who are going through something like inheritance or family management or mismanagement of money or something like this, especially when it comes to family death, legacy, etc., like that. There's something about this that you need to stand your ground on. And it feels like you're really intrinsically tied to this, because though you want to do this, space out, walk away, whatever, if you were to do that, this entire situation, even if it's a situation at work or in the home, whatever, will literally fall apart. And that falling apart isn't something that you can just be like, okay, well, good luck with that. You know, y'all got it. It's no, because if this falls apart, you fall too. So letting this go or walking away from this or putting this down or distracting yourself otherwise is not a good idea. Because one, you have the intelligence, the smarts, the forethought, the planning capacity in order to make this right. And it feels like once you make this right, this other brain foggy nonsense will go away as well. But if you let this fester, if you let this do whatever in the heck it's going to do, not only is it going to affect you in the here and now, but it will also affect you in the future, long term, here with the Wheel of Fortune, right? And so you want to set this Wheel of Fortune back upright for yourself in the future, because otherwise you're going to be dealing with a karmic imbalance that will have you coming back to this place here now in the future. So they said to get a little bit more on the challenge here, because there are different kinds of challenges, and I guess these different types of situations or circumstances surrounding taking up responsibility are important. And then one more. Okay. Okay, so this makes sense. Now we've got the Ten of Wands coming in with the Lovers and Judgment, right? So this does talk about the larger metaphysical or spiritual essence of things. I'm gonna have to blur that out later on YouTube. But this does talk about the metaphysical or spiritual essence of your situation, right? This does certainly talk about Um, let me do this. So I had to had to play some things out with the lovers card. The lovers are here. It stinks because it's such a beautiful card and it beautifully illustrates what it is that I'm talking about here for you coming up in March. It's talking about if some of you aren't in a family situation that you have to take control of, it is with a partner or for a partner, taking up responsibility on behalf of a partner. Because for this particular person, maybe it's too much to handle. Maybe they don't have the education, maybe they don't have the capacity or the bandwidth, whatever. It's okay and it's safe for you to insert yourself in this. And I know a lot of it, you don't want to because you're like, well, that's on them. I don't want to get myself involved in anything. I've been there, done that, taken on other people's responsibilities. I'm tired of doing that. I'm a Capricorn. I'm always doing that, and they're saying, well, in this particular situation, it's Capricorn superpower. That's the only thing that's going to save this, whether it's a relationship, family, a job. Specifically, some of you have a job situation like this, and specifically you're dealing with on that job another individual who is a something of a super obstructionist. And you are the only person, this is you about the job situation, that is matched well enough to meet this person head on. Because if you don't, I don't want to say bully the bully, but that's what's coming out. But if you don't do this, no one else will. And this other individual is going to end up running the show. So be careful of that. And running the show, not for anyone's good, but their own. Okay. So that feels pretty complete. I'm going to go here to the numerology deck and see what we have. Yeah, this is tight. Ooh, Capricorn. Yikes. Yeah, y'all. Oh my God, this kind of hurts. So the first thing that kind of jumped out to me is like a time to give rather than take. I knew that this was kind of the energy that was coming up. Sure enough, new moon in Virgo, where there's something about this where you have to leverage your gifts, skills, talents, superpowers in service of another or in service of many others. There is a level of sacrifice that you'll have to make here. And it feels primarily of energetic and time. It's almost like your money is like, I don't care. If I could just throw money at the situation, I'm cool. But it's not a situation where you can throw money at it. It is going to require a sacrifice of your time and your energy that you find to be unfair. And it is unfair. But the problem is that if you don't step into the situation, you're going to end up going down with the ship. I will also say that when this Wheel of Fortune comes up, especially in this particular deck, it tends to come back and reward. So it's almost like if you ignore the thing now, you'll get wrapped up in the not so great things later. But if you jump in and engage yourself now, there's some rewards coming up in the future. And sure enough, you've got this new moon in Leo talking about confidence is the key to your success. I don't feel like you have a confidence issue. I don't feel like you don't know what you're doing. This just feels like with Leo here and strength is what it's talking about. You just don't think that you have the strength of will or the energy or the capacity to do this. I don't know if I can do this. And they're saying, yeah, you can. You got plenty in the tank. You may not want to. It may feel like overburdensome, or it may feel like you're going to burn out. You're not. You're fine. You got it. No problem. But you don't feel like you have it. This has been coming up a couple of times. I recommend Hydron oil just a bit. Don't go overboard with that stuff. No Capricorn needs to go overboard with Hydron oil. But but a bit will help you kind of keep your energy and your spirits up. Patchouli feels also very grounding in a way that it gives back. So I like that for you, Capricorn. Patchouli and Hydron. Oh, you and Scorpio doing the same things. Ugh. Hunter, so track down your fears and desires. Where this came up for Scorpio was both tracking down both fears and desires, but where this is coming from for you has more to do with fears. around burning out specifically, especially with this new moon in Virgo. Like, I need to take care of myself. I need to take care of myself. I ain't worried about y'all. I'm not trying to. And they're like, no, 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 no. No, this is more of a fear. Like, your burnout concerns are more of a fear than they are a reality. And a lot of that fear is coming from in the past where you may have done this, where you've overgiven or you've given too much, or you've gone out of your way for something that isn't going to give you a return. But what this is saying is that there certainly is going to be a return. You don't have to worry about that. Move forward in faith. It's almost like spirit is like, do us a solid, like help us out with this now so we don't have to help all of y'all out of this later. So that was the message for today. If you'd like, if you have any questions, I do personal readings as well. Other than that, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.